All right, check. We got everything. I think we're good to go. We are headed off to a big old REI up on the east side with our time that we have left for the day. I took the afternoon off to help my parents, who were just on national ABC News with Kira Phillips. It was really great. They were first interviewed by Jordan Tracy in Utah, and they just replayed that interview. And now they were featured on ABC Live with Kira Phillips. And I got to meet all the good people over there. It was really fun, really good stuff. This very camera and this very mic was used for that. So hopefully, if you haven't had a chance to see it and you're just coming to the stream or the VOD, and you want to know if this stream is worth watching or not, you'll go look up ABC Live with Kira Phillips and search for Taco Bell, and I guarantee you'll find it. In fact, it's pretty viral right now on the internet. There's people all over talking about it, so I think that's why they got a hold of it. So yeah. We need to go to the other side of town, like the complete other side. So we're on the west side of West Valley City, Utah right now. And we're going to drive to the east side, which is where a lot of the outdoorsy people are. Not all, but like they spent the night last night at a town called Daybreak, which is in West Jordan, South Jordan. You should be able to check out the map, by the way, exclamation point map, if you want to see. And it was glorious. It was such a beautiful night. The moon was so bright. So I'm gonna have dinner with my family tonight again, and be headed back to Logan, Utah tonight. I still would like to do an overnight bike pack tomorrow. To but I don't know if it's gonna pull out. Hey Siri, good to see you. YouTube. So yeah, I'm going to be going over to. I'm just trying to get ideas. The main reason I want to go to REI is because I want to see if they have a shower in stock. Those of you know, I've been getting ready to car camp for some of these longer trips, and one of the pieces that I've been missing is water. I can't really go more than a day or two without water, and there is a shower from Yakima that will hold 10 gallons of water, which is roughly 40 liters of water. I think. Did I get that right? Maybe 20 liters, maybe more. Anyway, it takes care of the water problem, because I can always filter the water even after it's gone through the aluminum tank. So I kind of want to go there anyway. We're going to go have a look. The other big piece that I'm missing is a cooler, and I've decided I was trying to not get a cooler. I was really arguing strongly against getting a cooler, but the more I God damn it, I'm in the wrong lane. There we go. The more I think about it, the more I realize we're going to need one. If for no other reason than to store half of a $30 meal that I can't eat in one sitting because I'm not. I don't know, man. I cannot eat regular American portion sizes in one sitting. So I figure if I get a cooler that's at least as big enough to put half of a serving in, it's
Hey, skinny. Did he call me skinny guy? Did he call me skinny?
we would turn over couches and make them into bases.
Yeah.
And we'd hide behind them.
Oh, yeah.
Like stuff.
There was a lot of stuff. Remember,
we got, everybody had goggles.
yeah, we were
And
safety.
we'd invite all the
yeah.
friends over. All the friends would come over, and we would put our goggles on.
Yeah.
I still have a picture of my favorite, because Thina, I have a picture of Thina going like this with a rubber band. Have you seen that picture?
I know the picture you're talking about. Yeah.
It's and the rubber band, she was too young to
So
realize
it would just hit the finger.
But
It's
she
too
had
low.
her big ass goggles on. She had the big ass goggles on.
And they're like, why do I need more? I don't need more than that. Hey, how are you? Oh, I'm getting dropped by the mountain biker. Yeah. I think he knows I'm Twitch streaming. Either that or he just stream sniped me. People come in my stream all the time and ask me things like, what's the temperature there? And I'm like, dumbass. It's in the top right. It's right there. What city are you in? It's like, it's in big fucking white letters on the screen, you dumbass. I don't say that. I used to say that. And not a fan. I'm seriously not a fan of that. Because as I said when we started, what is the whole point of using VI is being productive on any system. So as soon as you map command caps lock and you break into a system and you're being timed because the feds are going to catch you or something, you're against the clock. What are you going to do? You're not going to have.
There. That's a good one. What the hell is wrong with my bike? It's so loud. Okay, you're pretty. Look at this. There's a clip. Clip that. Someone clip the sunset. What is this? It's just a fun thing to look at your reflection, I guess. There's no kids here, so it's not completely creepy that I'm here. I'm just scoping it out for when the kids are here. Hey, sorry, right here, buddy. Yeah, you just about ran me right over. Fucking idiot. Close. What the fuck? I just changed you. Oh my god. I didn't need to see that.
Drive, I can't look.
Okay, you have to drive.
Don't crash.
Don't crash.
Oh,
Hi.
hi.
That
is so cool.
That is so awesome. Holy crap.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that was actually that.
We got an interstate snipe. That is so awesome.
Here, wait. Yeah, thumbs up. See? There they go.
Up. Yay. Yay. We're going to go through the toll at the same time. Yay.
Shout out. Damn. Someone clip this.
Look at that. You can totally see it. You can see the eclipse. You see it? You can see the eclipse in the leaves. All the leaves, they're all half moons. All the little lights that come through the leaves are all half moons.
Got stuck or something. Is there bear? Is there bear? Oh, damn it. You know what? Look, I tried to do this thing twice and it wouldn't work. You know what I think has happened?
For too long, so it has a hard time turning over. So I might need to borrow cables. Do you have jumper cables?
I mean, what? AAA. Do we have roadside? Oh, I'll just have.
This segment brought to you by Amazon Prime. Free quality live streams from the world of the American suburbs. They're just beautiful, right? The Wellsville Mountains. The steepest mountain range in the world. Excellent. Hey, Mark. Whoa, there's a dance place I used to go to every time. Literally like 5 nights a week. Classic Ritz right there. Wait, what? They have apartments now? Wait, what? Oh my god, they turned it into an apartment complex. They got rid of the... What? That's odd. Navigate to REI.
The closest REI stores to Salt Lake City are the Salt Lake City store and the Sandy store. They both have outdoor gear, clothing, and services like
Navigate to REI.
You have 2 REI locations near Salt Lake City. The closest one is in Salt Lake City at 3285 East 3300 South. There's also a store in Sandy at 230 West 10600 South.
Akintum says, do you have anything special in mind that you plan to buy there?
Yeah, I'm looking for water storage. They have a shower. They make a shower. This is State Street. We're coming up on Salt Lake City.
Make a U-turn at Anchor Tattoo. Continue on South State Street for 1 mile. Make a U-turn at Oromian Restaurant.
Yeah, we'll turn around here in a second. This is State Street. This is classic. Classic Salt Lake City. Which you can kind of see in front of us.
In 500 feet, make a U-turn at East Cleveland Avenue. Make a U-turn at East Cleveland Avenue.
It's gonna keep yelling at me until I turn.
In 1,000 feet, make a U-turn at 1300 South.
Salt Lake City, Utah.
Make a U-turn at 1300 South.
Downtown. This street, I don't know if you can see it, it goes all the way up to the state capitol. It goes from the state capitol all the way to Provo. Almost. We've been to the Capitol. We went walking through there that one day. Remember when I bought that hat a couple of years ago?
Turn left onto East 900 South Harvey Milk Boulevard.
Akintum says, weather. RWX Rob says, it's 600 feet. Make a
It's really
U-turn
hot.
900 South.
5.6 degrees Celsius, 96.1 degrees Fahrenheit. Feels like making a U-turn at 800 Celsius, 84.
And I'm still recovering from a cold.
34 kilometers per hour SWUV 75.
In 600 feet, make a U-turn at East 700 South. Make a U-turn at East 700 South.
We'll just drive to town, and then we'll turn around.
Akintum says, I heard there's a lot of fires out there in Utah now.
Yeah. Yep. You can see it. As soon as we turn around, the whole sky is filled with smoke. The fire's on the other side of the mountain. But it's like blowing all the smoke over here. And we've had really, really bad winds. Winds have been insane. And it's just blowing the fire even faster. They got rid of
At the next light,
fireworks
turn right.
completely.
At the light, turn right onto East 600 South Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard.
Akintum says, this link to Utah fire info.
Yep. Subaru buddies. Good old Salt Lake, your city hall. No, what is that? I can't remember. It used to be the campus.
When does your initial nomad lifestyle 600 feet? Make a
When does
U-turn at
nomad
400
lifestyle
Southeast
begin?
University Boulevard. Make a U-turn at 400 Southeast University Boulevard.
It's kind of hard to say when. It's kind of gradual, but I will not be paying for an apartment rent in October. But I've already been living out of the car. I've pretty much cut buying food and groceries and just starting to live off the land. By land, I mean McDonald's. I'm gonna eat all the food. When we go back home this week, I'm just gonna eat all the food in my home. But because I am homeless, and because I am going to be not living in an apartment or even renting hotels, I'm gonna be sleeping in my car. I can do that anytime because it doesn't matter. I've already wasted the money for the apartment. It's already spent. I can't get it back.
Continue on South State Street for 3 miles.
I need to really get rid of the piano and the
In
couch.
600 feet, make a U-turn at 300 Southeast Broadway. Make a U-turn at 300 Southeast Broadway. Continue on South State Street for 3 miles.
We're in downtown Salt Lake.
Hey, Kipton says, not much traffic.
Nope. This is weird.
At Chewing Space says, my greetings from Turkey.
Greetings from
Hey, Kipton
Turkey.
says,
We love
any
Turkey.
plans for the 4th of July?
I will be spending 4th of July with my family and then driving to St. George to start my week-long bike adventure
At the next light, turn right.
in southern Utah in Bryce Canyon, from Bryce Canyon Designs National Park.
At the light, turn right onto 400 South.
I will be
University Boulevard.
testing I will be testing my Starlink on that trip and my bikepacking rig. So I'm kind of making sure I have everything for that. Last few days, I really enjoyed living alone in the car and not streaming, just being, by myself. So I have mixed feelings about next year. I don't need to make a decision now, but we'll see.
At the next light, turn right. At the light, turn right onto South State Street.
It's the smell of fire in the air. You see all that
Hey,
smoke?
Kipton says, so your parents are now TV stars.
Yeah, they're on TV. I had the camera all set up in the front room there for them. They did really well. I think they did really well.
But like how? Well,
Wait,
as
what?
parents, we have a really, really big influence on how you feel about alcohol. It's why
What
we're so
the
aware
heck?
that we never want you.
I never turned that on. Gremlins. So yeah.
Akiptive says, how does your chatbot react to gremlins?
Don't know. Maybe that's why it happened.
Akiptive says, what's your thought on increased cost of memory?
Like for all the Apple stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Stuff's gonna get expensive. But that's not really news. I think everybody kind of saw that coming. Yeah, I know. Kind of boring, but I just thought I'd turn the camera on. Good old State Street.
Akiptive says, what other stores besides REI do you shop at for outdoor activities?
I don't usually shop at stores. I usually shop online and I listen to what people recommend. I don't want to get more stuff because you guys know this, I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff, right? So I do need to get the water tank. I really need that because that'll let me live for without even having a Planet Fitness membership. I did find something really troubling about Planet Fitness. So a lot of people who do nomad life, like, they get a Planet Fitness membership so they can go get a shower and, you know, do all kinds of stuff.
Yes, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back. They get,
ASM 1012 says, I was missing your stream.
it was missing, yeah, I was, I had lots of things going on. So, but yeah, the realization is that you really can't do all of that.
Go past this light, then, at the next one, use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto East Morris Avenue, signs for I-80 East, Cheyenne.
You cannot go to another Planet Fitness. You only get 10 passes of that.
My nipple is sore. God. They just need to be massaged and loved. I just need to show my nipples. Oh. Sub. You guys actually sub. Thank you. Oh. I'm going to be doing a lot of exploring. A lot of coding. Oh.
Slowing. Come on, buddy. Come on. That's why I don't ride on this road, everybody.
Gotta do the tunnel, everybody. Oh my God. Houston ready for launch. Here we go. Where's the other program? Where is it? I'll put the retrofish on. I'll go to bed. Good night, Daves. I mean, I know it's like 5 o'clock in the morning, but I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be doing some stuff in a few hours. I got a big old sleep earlier tonight. I do double sleep schedules, so in case anybody's wondering. Yep. There you go. So there's your trash. Just like what you were saying, Shaquille. Yeah, I know a lot of people use visual mode a ton, and visual mode is one of those ones. I've tried it, I've started using it, and then I get using it for a while, and I'm like, yeah. By the way, that doesn't work, Shaquille, unless you have to define trash as you have to set an environment variable in your bash RC to do that. But yeah, and that's a bash script, by the way. Make sure it's bash and not sh, bin sh, because of the whole ampersand double bracket thing. Yeah, visual mode is a tough one.
Tomorrow's a new day, red and white. Brand new moon, brand new sun. The overall is very red though.
French. Très bien. Amazing. So
Très bien.
this is that new coding in IRL people keep talking about.
Coding in IRL, that's what I do. Hey, look, there's a bike lane. Holy cow! Somebody clip it. There's a bike lane. We found a bike lane.
You can easily work as a programmer in Berlin with English only.
Yeah, you can.
Go again. No, you don't get to move it. Okay. You just get to go again.
Where's the two?
You gotta hit the twos right there.
balls right there. Okay.
And the 9's here.
I'm just trying to eliminate the board.
Scratch you with the 8-ball, you lose. Take up. This is a fun game. I like it. This is good. What the hell?
That was right between the three.
Someone clip that shit.
Three.
Gordon owning the balls.
I practiced. Dang it.
Oh my God, Sam. Sam, what are you doing? Pose for a picture, Sam. We're going for a ride? We're going for a ride? Your chairs, yeah, I put stuff in your chair, so you're like, where can I sit? I can't sit over there. Technology front that have, they helped me get my job, for God's sakes. These are people that I have had tremendous amount of respect for, and I don't even know what their physical shape is, right? And I, while pursuing those things, let myself become obese, let myself gain 25 kilos over, and so but at what cost, right? So it made me, and my friendships with.
Before the last trick I do, this is the love group loop. It looks like this.
Oh, thank you.
Here's my most dangerous trick. Looks like this.
I didn't. It was not supposed to be on. It was supposed to be off. Oh shit.
It's a nice 8 degrees Celsius
Oh
here.
shit. We gotta help this guy. We gotta help this guy.
You now died.
I got it. You got enough? I bet.
Now died. There we go. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
God, you guys got it. They're so strong. I'll cover for you. Look at mine. I can see mine. That way we have two of them.
I actually, when I was younger, I thought sushi was the most disgusting thing ever. And then I like actually tried it, and it became like quickly my favorite food.
Sake, no sake, nope, no sake. This one doesn't really need. These ones that right here, they already have sauce on them, so they kind of don't need stuff.
So
Which one is yours, by the way?
That one's mine. That one's mine.
Oh.
But honestly, it doesn't really matter that much.
I'm in no hurry, people. Maybe you are, but I'm not. Heavy drone though, because you'd have to have battery on it and stuff. You know what you should do? You should make it so that it only supports hour-long flights, and that way you'd only have to put an hour of battery for the Starlink on it. Seriously, Mr. Honk, you should make that shit. If you make a drone that'll carry a Starlink, and then you could reduce the weight, by saying that its maximum capacity is 1 hour before you have to fly it. And then what you do, God damn it. All right, fine. I don't know, man. Too much traffic tonight. Jay, you gotta understand, I'm avidly against boot camps. So you're never gonna get a positive recommendation from me on a boot camp of any kind, because I don't believe in it. Syllabus for the boot camp. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's back in. Yeah, I'm not even going to replace my teeth. I just decided I'm not replacing them. It'll make it even better when I destroy them and I laugh at them through my keck teeth. You paid how much for that bike? $20,000. Eventually. Really? Are you fucking kidding me? It's against the fucking law. Get that. It's all C groups. Yeah, it's turtles. That is. Yeah. Thank God for Linux, huh? So Docker or PS. And now look, we have multiple nodes. Okay, this is already informative. This says that the exact same node image is used for both the master node. So this is essentially the master node. AP to prove it to you. Yeah. What when I saw that the escape key was where the caps lock used to be, I don't ever use caps lock. Do you? The only people who use caps lock are like people who are assholes and lawyers, which is the same thing. Would you mind? I know that's weird. It's really weird, and I apologize. And I'm kind of a weird guy, but they're like, you're never gonna do it. We don't dare you. And I was like, no, I actually kind of want to figure it out. My wife is, I'm married. I'm normal. I'm not a but so so. To be fair, in my family, I do have people who are actually transitioning right now. So, and I'm not particularly transitioning, but there's a naked man over there. It scared me to death. There's a naked man. Somebody clipped a naked man. Somebody clipped a naked man. It scared the shit out of me. Seriously, I looked at this naked guy and I'm like, oh my god. Oh god. Those are like, I hope none of those have any actual bombs in them. Yeah. Like, accidentally ruining my electronics by getting in the pool. I mean, it's nice out here, but everything looks good. Hey, Ranch, where's Sea Bear? Hey, someone clip it. We need to make. That needs a clip. So, the Bella Box stopped registering webcam mode. Had to reboot it. That's a bug. One step at a time. But yeah. Hi. I still look the same. I'm still the same, like Mobley wannabe. Oh. Alright. Let's go for a drive. I'm gonna get.
Debug Blunder says, welcome back, Rob.
Hey guys. Yeah, my Bella Box is being finicky. I'm gonna have to go research it. I have no idea why. It's probably cables. It's always cables. It's always cables. So let's go have a look. It could be heat this time though. It's pretty hot. Don't know. We'll find out. Hey look, I parked next to another green Subaru. I'm in REI, land of the Subaru. I should say SUV. The actual sport utility. even of America. I don't feel the necessity to put on more than just this mic here, though. It sure is fucking windy though right now. So, you guys still there? See all the smoke from the fire? Oh, it smells weird. It really does. I'm just wearing my camera really casually. It's not too weird. You never act like mine. Super heard. Yeah, that makes sense. 50% off. I love my Patagonia sun shirt. It's my favorite thing. My favorite piece of gear. We're actually looking for yak racks. No, I already got the bike. I used to have a climbing wall in here.
No, sorry about that. No, I'll get that taken care of for you. You bet, bud. Kitty B, how you doing? Good.
Yeah, they don't have anything like that. That was it. That was the only thing I was coming for. Yeah, this over here is not as good as the one by us. Coors. Is that the only Coors? I have another one. You gotta freeze the things. You can't drain the water. It's useless. Useless. Where's the other Coors? Let's just look for Coors. Okay, this is what I was looking at. What's the best thing about REI? Oh God, I don't know. I bought so much stuff. Oh yeah, that's lame. That's lame. I'm not getting that. Oh, look at Coors again. At least this one's got a drain. The one I'm looking at, it has a spout. It's way better. It's for, yeah. Is that it? Any more Coors? Why are they sitting on the ground over there?
That way I get a little bit of savings. Yeah,
The Coors over there.
The water.
Mystical thing, man. What do I pay for the name on these? Okay, so I think I need to get the water storage before I do the cooler because if I do the water first, the storage tank, then I won't have to rely on melting ice for water. Then I can just get a cooler that doesn't have drainage. So they don't have the water storage unit, so I gotta wait on that. Gonna have to wait. How you doing, Quietus? You wanna go in the climbing gym? If I go to the climbing gym, I should ask, actually, it would be winter. It would be like, where are we gonna spend winter time, right? And I don't know, there's lots going through my brain right now. I kind of want a coffee. Should we go get a coffee? Let's go get McDonald's coffee and talk. Wait, I don't think I can. I have to have my card, I think. No, I don't know. I can pay with my phone. I'm trying to remember if I can pay with my phone or not. I'm gonna go get coffee. I have been super busy lately. My mom and dad were on the local news, and then they were on the national news. And I've been driving back and forth from Logan to help them get the camera set up. And I've been trying to get ready for my different trips coming up and do work at the same time. I'm really busy. And then on top of that, I got a really bad cold. A couple days back. It's kind of going away now, thank God, but it's pretty bad. There's actually a really good McDonald's here. Ooh, they have a Starbucks in Smith's. Should we get McDonald's coffee or Starbucks coffee? Let's just go get a Starbucks coffee. I gotta meet my family for dinner at 6, which is in an hour and a half. Look at that beautiful mountain up there. So yeah, it's been pretty busy, and I've been, I made so many decisions and everything. I keep getting reminded how important it is for me to spend time making decisions, even if it means, like, it seems to everyone else like I'm overanalyzing, because it saves me money. For example, I bought a $1,000 suitcase, premium suitcase, based on my expectations to be traveling, and I'm never going to use it. I'm never going to use it, not even once. I got it monogrammed and everything. And I got it, and I was like, I already practiced using it, so it's already scuffed up. I can't return it. And I like was using it and I was like, no, this doesn't make any sense. This doesn't fit into my system at all. But I thought, oh, well, I'll build the system around that. Found out I was wrong. Found out that was a huge mistake. There's a Starbucks right there. I'm gonna get a coffee and then I'm gonna send you guys here to wait for a second. I wonder if they'll even let me pay. $5 coffee? You gotta be kidding me. I'm not getting coffee or I refuse to pay $7 for coffee. It's just against my moral principles. That's like an entire meal. No coffee's that good. McDonald's coffee's pretty damn good for $2. I know I'm so funny, right? I'm just talking to you about how I wasted $1,000 making the wrong decision to buy a suitcase, and now I'm complaining about $4 for coffee. How many coffees could I have bought with that if I'd avoided that stupid mistake? It's really, you know, this preparation for nomad life is a real big thing. And I mean, it's tricky. It's really tricky because every single thing's got to fit in the right spot. And there's not extra. So the first thing I learned here is that the soft padded storage bags from Patagonia, like Black Hole, are by far the best way to transport gear. And Patagonia's known this since 1978. It's their longest running thing that they've sold. Their Black Hole bag. It's their longest running product. And they've been selling these bags that go on planes. They take people, they put all their gear to go on these Arctic adventures for years. And I, for some reason, thought I needed a super posh, fancy suitcase. Why? Why did I think that? I just don't know what was wrong with me. And I'm sure I'll say that about something else that I think right now, later. This place is great because it's got plugs. Let's see if how to just order. Alright, I'm gonna be back. I'll be back in a second. What is it? 1:22. Order my coffee on the coffee app. Order my coffee. No. There you go. I almost understand that kid's Spanish. Table service. Cost me how much? Alright, I'll be back. Hey, thank you. Should do a McDonald's coffee ad. Yeah, we should do a McDonald's coffee ad right now. Hey, Heavy, how you doing? I didn't see anything on REI I was interested in. It was kind of lame. The truth is, I really don't need a lot of stuff. I'm trying to get rid of stuff. Having said that though, I did order a 100-liter wheeled Patagonia bag for the back of my car. So, like, I put all my gear in my car, like almost all of it. My car is pretty much packed for nomad life. And there's two things missing: water and a cooler for leftover food. So I found there's a 10-gallon Yakima shower water thing. I'm gonna buy that, but it's like $700. I know, right? It's like a lot. I keep telling myself once I get the car dialed in that the big expenses will go down, because one, I'm not going to be paying rent. Two, I'm not going to be traveling by airplane anymore at all. And I ran the numbers again, and the trip to drive to North Carolina in just my car was going to cost me about $300. So round trip in the car is about $600. During Christmas time, it's about the same you would pay for an airline, except I can stay there a whole month. Yeah, I'm eliminating airline flights for a while. For now, until I do the divide. Until I do the divide, the Colorado Trail. There's like 5 trails that I want. The Eastern Divide. There's 5 or 6 like really amazing mountain bike, like epic trails that are going to keep me busy in America for like 4 or 5 years. I'm not going to Barcelona. I scrapped Barcelona completely. I was going to go to Barcelona for a KubeCon, and then I was like, why am I going there for a tech conference? I don't want to go. I also scrapped TwitchCon. I have no interest in going to TwitchCon. I mean, I would rather meet people that I know from the stream rather than going to TwitchCon. If somebody requests that we go to TwitchCon to meet them or something, then maybe I would do it. I would rather go meet, I don't know, like Brennan in Seattle and like, do a thing. I'd rather go biking on a tour with somebody. It was like, so I was trying to decide whether I had the money to pay for I was trying to decide if I had the cash to pay for the Moab trip, and then I looked at how much the Twitch trip was going to cost, and I was like, why am I spending this? I could go to Moab instead of TwitchCon. I was like, this is crazy. I'm not doing this. I fully supported Bryce Design's mountain bike trip for a full week, or 2 days of craziness trying to distinguish the IRL people from all the gamers at TwitchCon. That was a no-brainer. I was like, I am so not doing that. So. Quietus, what have you been up to, man? What have you been up to? I can't remember. Are you over there? Are you over there in Europe? I think you are. I think you're over in Europe, right? Just wear a water bucket from a tree. Riding on the docket this weekend, yes. Heavy. I am trying really hard to. I wasn't supposed to be in Salt Lake today, but they did the national news. My parents are on the national news today. They're on ABC National News. Kira Phillips interviewed them today. And I had to do tech for them so they could be interviewed. Yeah. Oh, that's right. We got ads. We can wait till the ads are over. Yeah. Have you subscribed? You subbed just to avoid the ads? You're not going to do Nitro instead? Thanks for the sub, Heavy. Appreciate it. That's really nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. I know it's just a little bit. Hey, this coffee's on you. Yeah. I'm just gonna say it. McDonald's coffee is remarkably good. Why? I have no idea why. It's good. Black, especially if you take coffee black. If you take coffee black, McDonald's black coffee is pretty damn good. We said do the ad. Yeah, I didn't say anything substantial. Let me see if I repeat myself. So I'm scrapping internet. You know what's crazy? Because I got my passport so I could do international travel, right? If I do any international travel, it'll be Canada, and it'll be next year because I'm going to go to Banff. So, Salt Lake City. Okay, so you were asking if I was going to do any trips this weekend, and I am. I'm gonna try to do Ephraim's Grave tomorrow, but I'm kind of derailed because I'm sick. Yesterday 2 days ago I got pretty sick. I'm not contagious or anything, but I'm still recovering from this really bad cold, and it's kind of sapping all my energy. Hence the coffee. So. There's going to be lots and lots of writing. Yeah, I'm trying to get to the point where I can write every day again. like for 3 hours, 2 or 3 hours. But I've had to do all this other stuff for work. The ride you should stay tuned for, like the July 4th ride in Moab. That's gonna be big. They said I could take my Jackery and everything. They're letting me take the Jackery so I can charge up my Starlink every single day. Which means I'll be, if everything goes well, cross your fingers, everybody. Oh, that reminds me. I need to bring a Bluetooth keyboard. I wonder if they'll let me bring my laptop. I need to bring a Bluetooth keyboard so I can log in and fix problems on the server if something goes wrong. I need to test that. I need to test that. You strain your back? Oh. Commission for a while. When does what ride start? Which ride are you talking about? So, okay, let me go through all the rides that are planned so you guys can know. So, last week we did a ride, the Mountain View ride up to Daybreak, just to see what Daybreak's about, which is really cool, by the way. I slept out. I camped at Daybreak last night. Last night I was in Daybreak, which is this entire town built around mountain biking. It's insane. The week-long tour is next week. It starts on the 6th. But I'll be driving to St. George on the 5th, St. George, Utah. And possibly meeting family there. I'm going to probably meet Ashley for drinks or something. I don't know. We'll see. Ashley's the one who set it up. You guys remember I told you I met her at yoga? She's a mountain bike. She's a guide for Western Spirit. And so yeah, I asked her. I said, when you doing your trips, I'll come down and do one. So that's what we're doing. We're doing a trip with Ashley. She's a nomad too. She lives out of her truck. She's lifty. She does like, she works, lifts and ski slopes and stuff. And then she like migrates to southern Utah during the summer. Are you back? Hey, Quietus. So that's what's going on. But tomorrow I want to test my gear overnight. So I have to figure that out. I want to test out my new quilt overnight, and I don't. So tomorrow, here, go search for this, guys. Go search for this. I need to make a thing so you guys can look up the different rides. Ephraim's Grave. There's like a bikepacking.com on it. It's an overnighter. It's like 100 miles. I think it's 5,000 feet of elevation. It's not too bad. It should be really easy. I'm probably going to take too much gear just in case. Dude, it's been thunderstorming like crazy in Utah. I'm trying to decide if I have the courage to just take my baby rig instead. Old Ephraim's Grave, yep, that's the one. Yeah, you can drive it too. You can drive it. We could drive up there with a car if we wanted, but I don't want to do that. I thought I had an extra day to get the bike ready. I still need to do some stuff with the bike. I need to put the protective stuff on it. I have like this tape, the helicopter tape. I don't want it. I'm so paranoid about that carbon frame, especially after that guy had to scratch on the second day on Tour Divide. He had to scratch on the second day because he broke his chainstay, his carbon chainstay, crossing a river. Did you see the Victor from Divide on the Divide? He broke the record by a day and a half. It's insane. It's insane. I am not trying to ride it that fast. I'm not. I'm gonna be one of those slow old dudes. That's gonna be my bumper sticker. Slow old dude. I still want to do it in under 30 days though. I don't want to go over 30 days. I want to keep it under 30 days. I want to do that next year. That's like my number one goal. And I talked to my manager about it, and she's completely on board supporting it. She's like, just make sure HR is okay with it. And they're going to give me off like 45 days or something. So if I want to go slow, if I have a problem, I can like go slower. And if otherwise I can go back to work earlier or something. You know what I mean? I think what I want to do is, I think my work is weird. You have to buy your vacation days in fall. You can't buy them during the summer. So I think the way it works is you take them off and then you see how many, and then you at the end of the year you buy them, you pay for them, the vacation days you had. So, and anything longer than 2 weeks has to be a sabbatical. You have to take it off, but I think I can pull it off. I think I can do a sabbatical for 2 months. So we're gonna do the Zion's to Ephraim. So the Zion's okay. So Ephraim's grave is 100% just a gear check. That's all it is. It's just a gear check overnighter. But it's a little scary because it is at altitude and there are pretty nasty storms up there. And if I pull the wrong gear, if I do the wrong gear, I mean, I'm not afraid of hypothermia or anything, but I'd be stuck up there. The other thing too, we have to climb with battery power. So I found, so to take 2 days of battery power is like 12 pounds. So I have to lose weight. Still need humans to protect control, yeah. So if Ephraim's grave is kind of a test, and then we're gonna go. We'll ride around on July 4th. We'll do like Mountain View again or something. It's right around town. Did you know? There's tons of like groomed trails up near Daybreak, and I missed that. I did not even try those groomed trails at all. So I also want to try. I want to test something else. I want to test taking all my gear off and stowing it under lock and key so that my $7,000 bike is like safe on the rack when I boondock. So, because I was thinking about it, I almost bought a new rack just so I could leave all my shit on there on my bike. But then I got thinking about it. I was like, if I boondock in a Maverick and I've got all my gear on my bike, somebody just walk off with like, they could if they took off my tail fin quick rack, they would walk away with like $2,000 worth of camping gear. So I was like, I do not, because it's all ultralight. And I don't. And if you count that plus the 2 panniers that are on it, they would have to take about $2,000. So then I was like, I cannot leave this stuff on my bike if I'm going to boondock overnight in places. I can't even go into the store with this stuff on my bike, right? So it was kind of a gap. It was kind of a gap in my planning because I was like, I was thinking. In fact, I was literally thinking about scratching my entire rack, which is totally fine, and getting a different rack that I could put this on. I could put my bike on. Yeah, they literally could walk off with my knife. No kidding, right? That's funny you say that because like, if I'm boondocking and I'm staying in the car, then my actual sleep gear would be in the bike racks, the bike bags. So I would not have bedding for my car. I would have to go buy new bedding. Yeah, there's something called a house. Ancient man built this thing we now know as a house, a home. Meh. No, man, there's still nomads. There's still nomads out there wandering around on yaks, living with very little. There's still a ton of them out there. Yeah. I narrowly... You have no idea how close I came to wasting money on a Planet Fitness membership. Dude, I would not even spend... Okay, during the summer, Talisman... Next summer, even if I had an apartment or a house, I would probably only spend at most 10 days overnight in it. There's no reason for me to rent during the summer at all. I'm moving around too much. I'm like working from the car and everything. I don't have to. It would be an absolute waste of money. It would just be, even if it was $800 a month for like a studio. You can't get a studio in this area for less. It would be a total waste of money. Yeah. So I don't care, Akiptiv. I don't know. Fuck technology. I don't care about that right now. If it's not helping me stream or bike, I don't care. Or work remote. I am so done with technology. I mean, if you're watching this because you like that I was a tech streamer before, oh well. I am so jaded. I am so totally jaded by technology right now. My whole career has been defined by technology, and right now I just hate it. And yet here I am streaming. Right. I gotta tell you, this attitude has like been taking me over though, and I've been seriously thinking about not live streaming the Tour Divide, because I first of all I'd be carrying 15 pounds less, and you know, often cause you at least aspirational head tour excess. Yeah. Swung wildly, it's madly entertaining. I am at my plans change constantly. And I feel sorry for you if that's not what happens to you. If you're stuck in the same thing every day and you don't have something that's going to radically change your life like every 3-4 months, then I feel really sorry for you. I do. I mean, I know you think it's silly that I changed my mind so much, but that's literally what it is to be a nomad, to be an adventurer. It means to go out and to like not know what's coming next, and to adapt and do that thing that comes next. And there's not a lot of people want to do that. My parents don't. Just a reminder, everybody, ABC News National Channel 4 with Kira Phillips. Go check it out. My mom and dad were interviewed for like 10 minutes today, just now. They're going totally viral. They can't even walk in a restaurant without people recognizing them now. But they live a totally different lifestyle. Totally different. They are, stay-at-home kind of people. Am I jaded by technology? Isn't technology streaming a thing? Yeah, it is. I don't see people coming here to see you bike respectfully. No, people don't come here to watch me bike. No, they don't. I started doing bike streams and walking streams because of the tech people wanted me to help them get jobs and stuff. And I've helped 600 people at this point get really great tech jobs. But I don't care about tech. I'm not going to stream tech. And I don't even give a shit how many people watch. I really don't. I'm not doing it for that. You always wait for the part where I try to explain me. Well, that's me trying to explain me to myself, yeah. Yep. There aren't people come here to watch me bike. There was 500 people watching me hack. And there's 25 watching me bike. I know the numbers. If I actually gave a shit, I would lean heavily into the hacker hoodie streaming. That shit paid money. That was good. That was good streaming. I was, $800-900 a month that one month? Look, if I wanted to sell out and just push a stream that would be popular, I could do it, but I don't stream for that reason. You and I are not really all that different, my friends. I'm sure we're pretty. Trying to stream the tour would probably add a lot of frustration and already frustrating endeavor, but totally understood and tragic. So this is me learning from my own mistakes, okay? So I tried to do digital nomad by bike, which is a huge thing. Rather than just nomading in my car, I tried to nomad entirely from my bike for a year. And it did not work. It was way too much. Even though I stayed in a hotel for 4 days a week. it was just way too much logistics. It was too much logistics and everything. I couldn't make it work. Plus, it wasn't as fun as I thought it would be because it was all riding on the roads. If you want to be, look, the cool thing about doing Nomad by car is you can get on the roads with the other cars, Nomad, go mad, and then you can go to the off-road places and you can use those. You can do hub and spoke, right? So, like, you know, you can go to Logan and then go to Bear Lake and then go to here and then go Ephraim's Grave. And so you can like set up your post, you know, and be Nomad from there and then do the biking remotely. If you try to do it all by bike, then you have to connect the dots, and those connection points are all on the roads waiting to get destroyed by a car. And it was really dumb of me to even try it. The first, I did test it. I tested it with the full rig and I had a trailer and everything, a full-size Starling. And I remember going to the park. I would go to the park and I'd work that day from the park. And then I tested it in southern Utah with my buddy's houseboat. And it was too hot. It was just so hot outside. You could not do anything. You could not type or do anything. There was no shelter, no way to cool down. So I learned that lesson the hard way, but nomading by car compared to that is like super easy. Super easy because you can bail anytime. You can bail into an Airbnb. And I will be doing that. I'm going to be staying at lots and lots of really awesome Airbnbs as well. Because there's no reason not to. Like every 2 weeks, I don't have any rents at all. So I can save all that $2,200 or whatever and then just spend it on really, really nice Airbnb twice a month or something. And it'd be someplace new and different every time. I don't have to clean it or anything. So, and then I can bike from there and I can restock and refuel my tanks and everything. See by now that you're excellent fodder. Favorite comedy. I'm sure which stuff is funny. Excessive territory. Yeah, I'm well. Yeah, I do everything big. That's pretty much it. Yeah. So, but I've been really having fun with it. So yesterday, in fact, the last couple of days, I have been so cozy and comfortable in my car that I'm like, I actually had a moment of panic when I thought about having to sleep in my apartment. I did. I was like, damn it, I gotta go back. I'm paying for that apartment. I gotta go back and sleep in it. And I was like, no, I don't. The only thing that keeps me going back to my apartment is the occasional jacuzzi and the fact that I have food in the fridge. That's it. That's it. Oh, it's 5:13. I gotta go. I'm gonna be late. I gotta meet him at 6. I'm gonna be late. I have a feeling. Let me put your wind noise thing on just in case. Did you do everything? Okay, I'm sure I didn't leave anything. Are there any options to end your leasing? No, I know. I've asked them. They said, well, they're nice. The people, I don't mean to sound bad about them. They're super nice people that work at my apartment. I love them. They're really great people. And they really accommodate me. But they are like, no, we're trying to fill in the apartments because it's a new place, right? Like, our priority is filling our empty apartments because they just finished them all. So nobody wants to rent my apartment when they can rent a brand new one. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole thing. Yeah, hi. Thank you. So that's the whole part of it. It's kind of hard. Because it's like, the guy was nice. A nice guy, huh? Beautiful convertible. The time from looking at the position of the sun. You don't need a watch? What the hell? Actually, you know why I need my watch? So I can find my phone. I've had to do it 3 times so far since on this trip. Because my phone gets buried in the different folds of my car, and I'm like pushing the thing. It's so funny. End early if you can pay him. Yeah. No, I can end my lease early, but I end up paying just maybe a little bit under the amount of money that I would have to pay if I just stayed through the whole thing. And then they have this option that they say on paper. They say on paper that you can put your name out there so that if other people want to rent it, they can rent it. This is pretty normal for apartments. But the problem is that they have too many new apartments. And so because they have new apartments, they have no financial incentive to even tell them that, hey, this old guy wants to move out early. You know what I mean? So yeah, so that's kind of the rub, right? Is that you've got to. We're just going to take 3300 all the way down. Strangely enough, the place that we're going to eat is on this road, but it's on the other side of the valley. But I want you to see this view. It's really great. So we're on the east side of Salt Lake Valley, and we're going to travel to the west side. I don't know if you can see the mountains off in the far, far, far distance, but we're going to travel all the way across the valley. We're going to go downhill, and then we'll come back up. So go check that out. They want money. Lots and lots of money. They want we want money. How does that go? I'm learning to drive as if there was a coffee cup on my dashboard. Because I'm convinced if I can learn how to drive like that, that I can probably put more weight on my roof rack above the 150 that's allowed. The water, 10 gallons of water weighs 120 pounds. So that gives me 30 pounds to put in my big old roof rack, which is probably going to be really ultralight, but really big stuff like, you know, my down sleeping bag and stuff like that. But I'm really finding I don't have a lot of stuff. I don't. I already took care of the problem of the guitar. The guitar was the biggest problem of all. It was like, where do I put it? And I ended up putting the guitar. Oh, look at this view, see? Coming down the valley here. So the guitar ended up really... The guitar ended up being my biggest worry, and it went right on the floor of the passenger seat, and it works perfectly. Because in the wooden box, I can actually... I don't know if I'm in the right lane or not. This is really weird. With all that construction. I think we're fine now. Okay. So, anyway, cloaking capabilities. Oh, we're getting blown around like crazy. The winds here have been insane. I think that's why we have such a bad problem with the fires. So yeah, getting out of the apartment early is not an option, but it doesn't stop me from living out of the car. You know, what would stop me would be if I wanted to do the Airbnb thing, right? So if you would have asked me like a month ago, I would have said that my plans were not to live in the car at all. The only time I was going to spend in the car would be between trips, and I was going to go get like month-long rentals with like Airbnb or a hotel or something. That option's not on the table until October starts. And that's always going to be an option. In October, everything gets really, really flexible. But anything that involves me staying in the car, that's on the table immediately. In fact, this week proves it. I've lived for 4 days down here in the Salt Lake Valley in my car. And I kind of cheated and took showers and stuff with my mom. But other than that, I've been living out of the car. In fact, that's the single biggest challenge to living out of the car is getting a good hot shower. And, I mean, that's really it. And I actually think I have a way to solve this. Actually, I could not believe it when I found it today. I was at work. We were in this boring meeting, and I'd finished some other stuff that I needed to do. So I started searching for water storage on the rack, and I knew that people had made PVC showers on homemade on their roof rack, and they heat them up, and then they just use gravity to rinse off and stuff. And so I was doing a search, and that's when I found God, my ears are popping because we're going down to elevation so fast. That was when I discovered that Yakima actually makes an official 3 different sizes, but an official shower, sun shower, and it's pressurized. It has press the valves. You can pump it up. You can pump the thing up and pressurize it to 35 pounds psi, and you can actually rinse yourself off and everything. It's really, really cool. And it also doubles as water storage if you filter the water. So if you need drinking water and you want to stay someplace and you need water, you can use your water stored in this janky. I would never trust it for a long time because it sits in that thing for it's basically a breeding ground for bacteria. You're gonna put water into this sun's thing and then let it bake in the sun. You're basically baking herbal tea with bacteria. I mean, it's like if any bacteria get into that water at all, that water is not going to be clean for drinking. But because it's not designed for that, it's designed for summer. But if you're planning to do Tour Divide, you already have a gravity filter, which I have, and so all you have to do is just spray that water into the gravity water filter. I'm going to be filtering water anyway. I'm carrying a water filter with me everywhere I go because I'm going to be staying in places that don't have natural water sources. Artificial water sources. So I mean, that's already going to be a part of this life is being nomadic. The one thing that really, really is cool though is I can actually be clean. So as long as I don't mind rinsing down myself with my clothes on, which I don't because my clothes need to be washed, and I have really ultra lightweight clothes and stuff like that. The only way that doesn't work is in the edge months and in the winter. So like in the edge months and in the winter, you got to ask yourself, how are you going to take a shower, right? If you're going to live in the car, the summer is super easy. Living in the car in the summer is super easy. It gets hot, but you can regulate heat. What you can't regulate is cold. That's a lot harder, and I've thought about ways of doing that, and when it comes up, I'll give it a shot. There are inside heaters that are gas-powered that will kill you if you don't have ventilation and stuff, but a lot of people swear by them because they heat up your entire cab, in which case I can actually work from the cab and then just make sure I had ventilation. I don't know if I'm willing to try that, though. Worst case scenario, I just get a temporary apartment or Airbnb or something like that during the winter. Or even better, I could potentially move someplace like Quartzsite where it's warm during the winter. And, I'm actually seriously thinking about returning my sunshade that I bought. I have like an awning. I'm seriously thinking about returning it because I don't know. We'll see. It's just really hard to set up. Plus, it might be too much weight on the. I don't know. I was like thinking. So, shower in the car wash. Yeah, you could. But so the real question is winter. But summer's a no-brainer. I've lived out of the car and worked for a month and a half, 2 months. I already know how to do that. It's not hard, especially if you're living around people. You just bounce around to different Maverick stations and you go in there and you just look like another person buying gas. Nobody knows. And God, those e-bikes scare the shit out of me. that woman that crashed almost ran me over with that big, heavy e-bike. Yeah, God, it's so foreboding. All that smoke to the left. Yeah. No, truck stops, you never ever want to shower in a truck stop. It's way too expensive. Truck stops costs a minimum of $20 a shower. It would be cheaper to drive to a Planet Fitness and shower there and pay the extra $5 because you're not at your home one than it would be to shower at a truck stop regularly. It smells like fire. Yeah, that fire completely annihilated an entire ski resort. So, not old enough to drive. Yeah, I know, dude. And they don't know how to stop. The thing is bad about it is they don't have the have way too much weight, which means their inertia is higher. Which makes it harder for them to stop and everything. It's
in something other than GPL v3. There's like a real solid demand to have all of the same right now.
Animated. What happened? Where'd you guys go? Where'd you guys go? Sorry, it was like a blip. It was like a blip. That was weird. I don't have my Starlink on right now. I need to start. Okay, so my Starlink, I'm gonna set up a cable that feeds my Starlink from my main battery in the back. Yeah. Van Lifers, I gotta play this one.
Van Lifers primarily shower using national gym memberships like Planet Fitness community recreation centers, truck stops, and state park campgrounds. For on-the-go or off-grid living, portable solar showers, public beach rinse-off stations, or biodegradable bathing in natural bodies of water are also common solutions.
Yep, that's what I'm planning. That's exactly what I'm planning. So, Planet Fitness, so the big rub with Planet Fitness, I think they changed their policy. But 5 seconds, okay. I went to Planet Fitness and talked to them, and they showed me around, and the guy was really nice, and I really like Planet Fitness. But the only reason that I would go to Planet Fitness, realistically, is for their shower. And at that point I was like, you know. And then they told me that I can't go to a different Planet Fitness nationally. I only can go to 10 per month that are not my home gym. So that was a really big deal, because that completely annihilates the possibility of bouncing around to Planet Fitnesses all over the nation and counting on a shower every day. At best, you get a shower 10 times a month. So 10 times a month is not bad. It's 3 showers a week. You know, it's doable, and I probably will still do it just because it's nice to have the option. And you know, they have other things. They have like massage chairs and tanning beds and stuff. But I don't think I would actually do any lifting in there at all. Because I'm more of a body weight exercise guy. You know, yeah. So anyway. So yeah, it's kind of a tough thing. Truck stops are too expensive. They're $20 a shop. So, you know. But yeah, the change of the policy to Planet Fitness used to be I could here. I'm gonna ask my AI. Was it ever Planet Fitness's policy to allow use of any Planet Fitness gym unlimited if you had a black membership?
Oh yeah, that's been their thing for a long time. The Black Card membership has typically let you go to any Planet Fitness location, not just your home gym. It's like a golden ticket, well, purple and yellow ticket, to their whole network of clubs.
Yeah, but I feel it used to be you could go to any of them and there was no limit on how many times you could go to the one that was not theirs. But I'm recently reading that their policy has changed and now you can only go 10 times to your non-home gym.
So Planet Fitness still lets you visit any of their locations with a Black Card membership, but there's a policy update. You can only go to a non-home gym 10 times per month before a $5 fee per visit might apply. Your home club is still unlimited, but if you're frequenting one other club a lot, that's when the extra fee could kick in.
And they told me it's not hard to transfer to another home gym.
Yeah, they usually make it super easy. You just have to request the change, usually through the app or by chatting with your home club. That way, if you've got a new favorite hangout gym, you can make it your official home, and voila, back to unlimited.
Do you think there's any evidence to suggest that it got out that they were being used as kind of like a thing for nomads?
I mean, it's kind of a running joke, right? A lot of folks on the road, digital nomads, van lifers, travelers, have leaned into that Planet Fitness Black Card as a kind of unofficial nationwide shower pass. I can't say for sure that policy changes are because of that, but let's just say Planet Fitness definitely noticed how people were using the perks.
Yeah. The fact is, I don't really care about the gym equipment. I just want to use the shower.
Honestly, that's half the appeal for a lot of people. And hey, if a hot shower is what you need, who's judging? It's still way cheaper than renting a place just for a shower. Plus, if the gym equipment ever does call your name, you've got that option too.
I mean, at $5, that's still cheaper than a $20 Love's shower.
You've done the math. I mean, if you're just looking for a clean rinse, that's still a pretty sweet deal. Just think of it as a discounted golden shower token minus the diesel fumes.
Gas station showers are $20. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, the airports have them and stuff, but they're just so far away. It just doesn't make sense to do that. You know what I mean? The computer's talking about golden showers. I know, I can't believe she said that. She did not even realize it. She did not even realize it. She's just such a naive little, you know, untarnished by the world. Dude, that smoke is gonna cause a serious health issue. You cannot see out of the left. There's so much thick smoke. They're gonna have to evacuate. And it's blowing our way. I'm glad I'm headed up to Logan, where the air is still clean, I guess. Yes, no, it's same old Chloe. Intrinsic charm. No, that's not happening. What are you talking about, Tallies? Man, I have no charm. No, look, guys, I don't know about this whole shower thing. I was just asking about actual showers. God, I wish I could show you to the left. That's the only downside from the camera I have now, and the Pocket 3. On the Pocket 3, I could rotate you left and show you right away. But this camera, I can't do that. I have to like take you off and point you the other direction. Yeah, so what is that person doing? There's two homeless people right there. They were acting weird. Yeah. So let's just put it this way. As inconvenient, and if they're trying to make money, it's still cheaper than rent by a lot, right? And it's not for everybody, right? It's not like you can go, oh, I'm going to go luxuriate and have a bath. And no, you have to go in there, you have to take all your clothes and gear in, you have to shower, and then you have to come out. Yeah. Yeah, everybody's on fire. I want to be able, I'm going to turn the car so you can see. But to the left right now is thick, like brownish black smoke is just filling the air. You can't see the mountains at all. I forgot my Planet Fitness card. Oh my God, Talisman. You're so bad. Hey, there's an indoor swap meet. Maybe I should go in there. You can see it coming into view a bit. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm actually going to give it a really good go, especially during the warm months. There is no reason for me to have an apartment in the warm months because I'm not ever in the apartment. Most of the time, if I have the time, I'm driving someplace that I want to ride my bike. The only difference between that and this is every other time I drive someplace to ride my bike, I feel guilty because I need to go back to my apartment and sleep. I don't have to feel that guilt anymore. I can just go. You know? So that's clearly the direction I want to go. Look at all the pawn shops and auto parts places. You clipped my golden shower. Nice. Do I really need a shower daily? You know what? You raised a good question right there. So the answer is no. I think 10 showers a month is probably fine, especially for me. The problem I have is that if I have some way to rinse down, so it really depends on how cold it is outside, right? So I'm kind of overthinking this, but can I stay overnight? You know, can I stay out in December? You know, that's really going to be the trick. The trick is going to be when it starts to get cold. The summer is no problem. The summer is no problem. I can rinse out anywhere. The Planet Fitness membership is going to be really useful for the winter months, assuming I stay someplace that has one. You know. You know what? This is one of those things where I actually really do want to study what they do in Quartzsite. Because in Quartzsite, they stay there all winter long. And it does get cold down there, but how cold, right? I keep coming back to maybe going down there. If I were to go to Quartzsite, for those who don't know, Quartzsite, Arizona, or is it Nevada? I can't remember. be kind of overthinking this. It's always been, but if I don't overthink it, then I end up spending $100 for the wrong thing. How many times have I done that? Right? Or I end up getting a membership I'm never going to use. This is why I have to overthink it. You know, I have to make some of these decisions like in advance, and I have to think about them. And then other ones I have to kind of live in the moment. It's really hard to know which one is which. You know, I would give anything to get my money back for that stupid suitcase purchase. I really would. I would give anything to get that money back. That was a lot of money that I could use someplace else, but I kind of consider it a donation to my family every time I screw up like that. Every 10 minutes, right? Not every 10 minutes, but yeah, it's been a while. Sometimes I know that it's an experimental thing and I know that I'm losing the money on it, but you know, it's cheaper than a strip club. So it was entertainment. I spent money for the entertainment. I don't not like the fact that I was entertained. You know, there's a certain amount of experimentation budget that I give myself every year, because why not? You know, people go on vacations and cruises or something, and they use money to buy experiences, and that's fine. I use my money to buy shit that I'm going to end up giving away because I'm experimenting and I'm learning and I'm engineering different things. So I don't see it as big a... In fact, if anything, the only thing I have to do is just readjust my expectations and, you know, live slightly differently for a while. So, you know, I mean, this like $800 solar shower, that to me is a no-brainer. I know I will use it all the time. So it's actually, to me, I mean, I make really good money. I think everybody here knows that. And that's not very much for me, right? So, but right now I am feeling it a little bit because I overspent last year helping family, and I'm now kind of in prepare mode again. Last time I spent a lot of money, it was in prepare mode for Tour Divide. Yeah, hey Rogue, this world is so corrupt. It is. It's very corrupt, no doubt. It is definitely corrupt. So, buy a house to experiment with that and then give it away to me. No, I'm not doing that. I think buying a home is one of the dumbest things anybody can do right now. Have you looked at the interest rates and mortgage loan and mortgage insurance and everything? There's no way, young or old, that I would even work toward buying a house in 2026. I consider it a very foolish investment, and I'm not the only one. And, you know, anyway, you guys figure it out. The whole idea, I'm not going to lie, the entire idea of being completely independent, having a paid-for car, and having all my possessions that I need to live with me is actually super duper attractive as an idea, as a concept. 30 years shackled to debt? Hell no. And then you got to sell the thing. I'm having stress just selling the piano so I can get out from under that. Hey, here we are. We're 15 minutes early. I thought we were going to be late. So, where can we park? It's kind of fun. It's a nice spot over here. Hell, I could sleep here. Oh, I wanted to show you the smoke. Yeah. Yeah, there's just no way. I mean, I've done the whole home ownership thing. I was a homeowner for what, more than 30 years? And we did the homeowner thing well. We flipped our look at that cloud, guys. Look at that. Isn't that insane? That's the fire coming over the mountains. All the smoke. That smoke cloud is all smoke that came from the other side of the Wasatch Mountain Range and was blown into the air super high by blowing it up and over the mountain range. And then on top of that, it came down into our valley here to kind of like make thunderstorms and stuff. It's insane. It looks like Sauron is attacking or something. It's crazy. So we're just gonna stay here and wait for my parents. My parents will be here in about 12 minutes. So I'm just gonna wait for them and hang out with y'all and talk. You guys can look at the clouds while we talk. The air quality is really bad because of there's one of the biggest fires we've ever had that's on the other side of the mountain range. That came from Canada. Yeah. This smoke it's overtaking us blew here from across the other side of the mountains, and it blew over the mountains. You can imagine that. It's absolutely amazing that it made it here. It just blows my mind. It's just crazy. I hope it doesn't hit us hard, because it will really mess up our respiratory systems. It's like a major, I bet this is all over the news right now. Well, because it's the summer in the desert. I was in Idaho last time, to be fair. I was in Moscow, Idaho. But yeah. So, yeah, my eyes are starting to sting. They're already starting to sting from the smoke. Yep. Oh, you got a thing. I want to go look at that really quick. Air quality. Burning is not allowed. Unhealthy for sensitive groups. Oh my God, there it is. Look at that. That's nuts. Look at that big dot over West Valley City. Guess where we are? We're in West Valley City in West Jordan. That's where we are. And Sandy's even worse. This is an old map. Damn, this is not good, friends. My eyes are burning like crazy. They are. My eyes are like really burning. I gotta put my mask on. Where's my mask? I actually brought it. I'm gonna wear it. I'm putting my mask on because I have a cold already and I just don't want to make it worse. It's so bad. Yeah. Here, I'm going outside. Oh, you see that airplane coming in? Yeah. I have this like really cool mask too that I got from REI. It's actually for outdoorsy people who have to deal with pollen and shit, like I do all the time. It doesn't look too bad, right? The crepe myrtle. Oh my God, crepe myrtle. I have my thing in there too somewhere. You see the airlines coming in? It's kind of cool, huh? Oh, it's better than sitting in that car. Dude, I am so happy about living out of the car. I cannot tell you how happy I am. Here, oh, that's not them. They drive a Jeep. I know, flying through it. Oh, here comes another airline. There's another airline off to the right. It's gonna fly right over us. We're right in the direct path underneath the airline, underneath the Salt Lake International Airport. So there's gonna be like a plane every 5 minutes. Which just reminds me, I don't ever want to live underneath a major airline airstrip. Oh my God, I wish you could see this plane though. It's so low. It's got its landing gear out and everything. Damn, it's so cool looking. Oh my God, it's so cool. Can you hear it? It's so cool. It's flying really slow too. My eyes are so burning right now. What is it? 600 souls aboard that airline? My God, the wind is insane here. There's no plane bot. I turned the plane bot off. My eyes. Oh, my eyes. My eyes are like really, really burning. I already have bad eyes issues. What? And he's talking. No, my plane bot's off too. Oh, your plane bot, yeah. I was thinking about making my plane bot like by request, so you could like submit things if you wanted to, and it would still work. I think I might still do that at some point. What's over here? Is this an apartment? Stay in the car. I don't know. I mean, you're probably right, Tiff. That's probably wiser because there's like pollen and shit flying around in the air. It's just so windy. I cannot tell you how windy it has been. It's been so freaking windy. Woo! I feel like it's gonna blow my skirt up. If I had a skirt, it would be blowing up. There's my dad. All right, guys, I gotta go. My dad's here. I'm saying goodbye to my mom and dad. They just arrived, so I'm gonna turn you off.